Youngie BS asks,
how bad is driving in South Korea because all of my favorite K-pop bands have been in a car accident? For example, just recently Miss A this week.
not good.
Very bad.
Yeah.
Now, usually we say a lot of very good things about Korea, but we can honestly say that this is the one thing about Korea that we really, really, really hate.
Oh my God, you stupid Americans. If you hate Korea, go home, Korea haters.
Number one, we're not American. And number two, if you've seen our 500 other videos, you'd see that we don't hate Korea. We do hate driving in Korea.
And I don't think there's a Korean person who could really deny this. How dare you? Korean driving is safe.
We are
and
great at driving.
we stop at all the red lights.
We obey the law.
And the taxi drivers would never try to kill you, and a bus would never knock down old women who are trying to find their seats. Like, everyone knows this, okay? No denial. But something funny about the driving is that you can use it to gauge how new somebody is to Korea. For example,
are you about to cross a one-way street? Question, do you look in one direction to see if a car is coming, or do you look in both directions to see if a car is coming? If you look both ways to see just in case a car is coming in the wrong direction, then you have been to Korea for more than a few weeks.
question number 2. You're waiting at the light to cross, and the little green man pops up saying, hey, it's your right of way. Do you A, walk across the street merrily because you know it's your right of way to go, or do you B, wait for 5 to 10 seconds, glancing around every single direction to make sure no one's trying to blow through that red light and murder you? If you chose A, then your chances of survival in Korea have significantly decreased.
Question number 3. You've just paid money to get onto the bus. Do you A, leisurely look around for a comfortable seat to sit in, or example B, adhere yourself to the first solid object you could find? If you chose A, congratulations, you are now probably rolling down the bus in embarrassment and knocking everybody over like bowling pins.
You're like a Katamari. I've had to catch little old ladies. It's the saddest thing. I'm like, this is your Korean grandmother and you're gunning it? Like, what? I was like, boom, I gotcha. These few examples can all be yours if you visit Korea for the low, low price of free.
And you get to win, not injury and not death. So let's start with our biggest pet peeve in Korea, red lights and how ambiguously people treat them.
Ambiguously, let me just say how they are at stopping at red lights.
We're not allowed to swear on camera.
I'm pretty sure that was beeped out. It's like magic. Watch. See? No one heard what I said.
Bad words.
They're at stopping at red lights.
See, I'm used to believing that red light doesn't mean maybe go if you have the chance to go.
Or the people that try to turn right, so you're trying to walk, but this car is like, well, maybe if I creep towards the pedestrians, they'll separate like the sea, the Red Sea and Moses. You're gonna make the turn anyways once we pass by, so why don't you just wait a second?
Give me the 10 seconds across the street.
Even in Bucheon, it was busy.
I know.
Moms with strollers, Spudgy.
Whenever we walk across the street with Spudgy, I have to like
we have to form like a body around him.
Box out the cars to make sure that the car hits me rather than my dog. Whenever we go back to North America for the first couple of days, whenever we're about to cross the street and it's our right away, we're like, North American drivers, I never want to hear a single complaint about driving in North America ever again. You don't know what it's like elsewhere in the world.
What's crazier is that we are upset with Korean driving, but we heard from someone we recently met from Thailand that apparently Thailand's even worse, and our friends that were living in China said China's even worse than that, and I'm like, I can't imagine
Korean driving is great, so I can't imagine what would happen if we're in other countries.
Second pet peeve would be taxi driving. So there's a thing in Korean culture called like bali bali. It means going somewhere quickly, like Korean people are in a rush, they gotta get home, they gotta get to work, that kind of thing. And no one takes this concept as seriously as taxi drivers and buses.
Oh boy.
Taxi drivers will drive insanely quickly. They'll weave like in traffic on the highways. It could be raining, snowing, sleeting, tornadoing, typhooning. They don't care. They're doing like 150 kilometers with like the windshield wipers like this, and I'm like,
it's really, really scary. Point number 3 we want to talk about today, scooters.
Not motorcycle drivers, not people that take motorcycling seriously, but scooter drivers.
Especially delivery scooters.
Although we've been informed that there are actually laws that exist for scooter drivers, we don't actually believe that. Yeah, apparently there are laws.
I think they're more just like friendly suggestions.
No, supposedly you have to wear a helmet in Korea. Like the motorcycle enthusiasts, that we're not talking about them because
No.
they'll wear like the padding and the clothing and
They know what
they're
they're
doing. We're talking about a delivery boy who's listening to music, he's wearing flip-flops, he's like talking on his phone somehow and driving with like one hand and he goes like this, like
And he's smoking at the same time.
really, I'm serious.
And his bike is
like
weaving
this,
like this.
But it's not just the unsafeness of like what they're wearing, it's how they're driving. It's like there are no rules for them. They blow through red lights.
Lean on the horn like me, I'm going through a red light, me.
They weave through the traffic, they go on sidewalks, and they're definitely the worst for creeping through the pedestrian walkway. It's like nothing is sacred. Babies, people that are like crippled with little walkers, they don't care.
Now, I understand that maybe their jobs give them a lot more pressure, like you have to deliver on time or you're fired, and it might be very difficult for scooter drivers, but still, this kind of culture of forcing scooter drivers to drive so recklessly in order to deliver something on time puts everybody at risk. Now, I know what we're about to say next might be a little bit touchy, but when we heard about the Nick Coon and the Daesung car accidents involving scooters, the first thing that popped into our mind was it was probably the scooter driver's fault.
And I know that this is a perspective that's probably very different in different countries.
If we didn't live in Korea and if we didn't know how crazy scooter driving was, we would have thought, oh my god, that's terrible. How could they have hit a scooter driver? But now that we know how crazy it is here, we're like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Now, we're not saying that it was anybody's fault. We're not trying to give any verdict on the case. We're just saying our first impression was, yeah, it's probably the scooter driver.
I guess long story short is that we love tons and tons of things about Korea. The pros are way outweighing the cons,
Oh, yes.
but driving is a con that we will never appreciate, we will never like it.
Except for your parking, because Korean people are phenomenal at parking.
Oh my god, it's a spot that you're like, there's no way a car will fit in there, and they're like, I'm gonna back in like a pro.
It's amazing. They could park anywhere. So that's it for this week's TLDR. If you have a question for next week's TLDR, leave your question in the comment section below.
Or check out the questions already asked, and if you like them, give them a thumbs up, and if they get up to the top, perhaps we will choose your question.
And don't forget to subscribe for more TLDRs.
Also, I'd like to mention that I'm not wearing sunglasses and I'm in super pain, and I'm not wearing contacts, but I couldn't wear my glasses because the glare on the glasses was reflecting into my cornea, causing extreme pain.
If I take off my glasses.
No, I'm in a better state than Simon is, but we're still dying.